tell me, how are you using Salesforce and Kenandy today?
So Merrow is more diverse than just a sewing machine company. Merrow has become a sewing machine company and a incubator for startups. The Merrow Sewing Machine Company still builds somewhat fewer sewing machines, but we build some 45 different models of machines. Most of them are customized, and we have an inventory of 5,000 different parts that we use to build these machines. And our sales cycle allows us to develop custom deliveries for just about everybody. But the startups require very different parts of this ERP system to work well. We have one that has 1,000 SKUs and is effectively just a fulfillment engine where we keep inventory, we take orders in from online channels, we pick, pack, and ship them, and we get them out the door. We have another startup which is a wool apparel company, and we design and develop all of the product in Kenandy. All of the engineering work for the product is kept in Kenandy. And we manage, since we build our own product overseas, we manage the production process and cycles in Kenandy, and then we use it as again, conventional fulfillment. And then we have a third business that has 72,000 different SKUs.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is it's entirely an online exercise, and we manage all 72,000 items, largely for drop ship, but some are kept in-house. Again, with Kenandy and using it as a, in this case, largely a dropship engine. So our MRP requirements are contemplating, something on the order of 85,000 different SKUs when we're looking at what our demand is, which is not enormous, but it's a lot, and it's certainly more than you want to handle on index cards.
Absolutely. And so how has it transformed the company?
Yeah, it's enabled, the most significant thing it's done is that it's enabled our operations to run cleanly and efficiently and give us as a company the opportunity to grow. My time and my team's time is spent on creating new businesses and turning Merrow into a more relevant and more exciting brand. A long time ago, in the very beginning, I decided that my mission was going to be to make sewing machines sexy. And talk about tilting at windmills. But what that turned into building value in stitching for Merrow, and that means developing products which allow customers to sew things and then communicate the value of what they've sewn to people who are actually purchasing them in stores. Building these programs, building the startups, building an innovative service program, which is an interesting little story, but we discovered that one of the big problems we had in our markets is there weren't enough mechanics out taking care of machines. So people had sewing machines all over the place, but nobody would service them. So we put a program in place where you could call us up, and for a very low flat fixed fee, a box ships out to you, a Merrow box. You drop your sewing machine in it with a return tag. It shows back up at our place. Within 3 days, it's completely stripped down like a gun, down to nothing, put back together again. We give it a stamp of a Merrow rebuilt approval, and you get your sewing machine back fully rebuilt from Merrow. And it's allowed people who run our machines all over the country to be able to keep them running without having a local mechanic. We built that entire operation in Kenandy as an application. So our ability as a company, how has it transformed us? Our ability as a company to add new businesses, to augment existing businesses to better serve our customers, and to look forward into the future as a company who is going to be more diverse and be very comfortable that our new projects are going to be built on the back of software that's going to enable them to be successful rather than prevent it, I think this is the single biggest thing that's changed at Merrow.